All right, guys, it is lunchtime here in Minnesota, and it's nice out, but my kids want this pasta bake that I like to make. It's like the easiest dump and go recipe you will ever make. So hold on a second. Let's go see what we've got going on here on the stove. So this is a pasta bake. Make sure you get your Minnesotan in there if you're from Minnesota. It's a pasta bake. You bake in the oven, 350 for about 50-ish minutes or so. But it's super easy. It's so easy. The only thing you have to cook ahead of time is the pork sausage, or you can make meatballs, whatever you want. This recipe is called a meatball pasta bake recipe, but I don't really care for meatballs. I like chopped up ground beef instead. So let me show you what we're doing here. So in my pan, I've got a pound of Italian sausage. Now here's a little tip for you. Oh, she got a little spicy. Let it cook in the block. Don't break it up. And then you can drain the grease off. Just line your bowl with foil, and then you can pour it in there. And then we're going to just take our mix and chop, and we're just going to chop it up. Because you can see this is pretty well done, okay? Now you can leave it chunky like this and have chunks of meat, but I prefer it to be all chopped up because that's me. So mix and chop, one of our top sellers in the company, my personal top seller, and it's on sale this month in April. So if you're watching this in April of 2026, this is on sale. So don't fall for the faux ones. Get the real one from Pampered Chef, okay? All right. Now, other things you can do with this mix and chop besides smash hamburgers. Some people call this hamburger smasher. It has this really pretty star on the end. See that there? So you can actually use that to like stamp cookies, doughs, stuff like that. It's a really pretty design. You can also use this mix and chop if you're making like egg salad, tuna salad, you know, like salads for sandwiches and things. You can do that. I've used this to mash up potatoes for mashed potatoes. So lots of different things you can do with it besides chopping up meat, okay? So again, this is a pound of Italian sausage that I just browned. There we go. Perfectly done. Turn her off. We're going to bring her over here. All right, so don't mind my mess. We have a cake pan. I'm using a stoneware cake pan because stoneware bakes evenly, right? Because we're going to bake this in the oven. So I've got a block of cream cheese. Hold on, I should just set this down. What am I doing? A block of cream cheese. And then, here, we'll just kind of spread her out a little bit. There we go. So a block of cream cheese. Put the meat around it. Okay, super simple so far. You're everybody with me? All right, so here, we'll turn you this way. That's a little nicer, prettier, cleaner view. All right, cake pan. It doesn't matter what your cake pan is made out of. I like the stoneware one though because even heating, evenly adjusting the temperature everywhere, okay? So you know your food's gonna be cooked, it's gonna be good. All right, meat in the bottom, cream cheese in the middle. If you wanna do less fat, you can leave the cream cheese out and you can do like a little cream at the end or whatever, but I'm not worrying about that right now. So then, box of pasta. You're supposed to use 16 ounces. I'm using a gluten-free pasta, and gluten-free pasta comes in a 12-ounce box, which is fine with me. No, I'm not cooking this. I'm taking the box and I'm dumping it in, okay? All right, pasta. There we go. Then, oops, drop that on the floor. Then we need a jar of sauce. Your favorite marinara sauce, whatever pasta sauce you like to use. If you struggle with opening jars these days like I do, get yourself a jar opener. It has little serrated teeth right here. You literally go like this. And hold on. There we go. Yeah, I'm short. Okay, my counters are tall for me, so yes, I have to bend down to hold the jar still. Okay, jar opener. Love these. I have sold a lot of these since I've started talking about it. Because hello, if you don't talk about it, people don't know about it, right? What's super cool is it has these 3 holes here. You can actually mount that up under your cabinet. Like, can you see that? No, you can't. That's, hold on, let me show you. So you can take this. You can mount it up here. It comes with the screws and everything. See how you can't see it under there? So what you can do then is you lift the jar up into it. So you hold the jar with 2 hands and then twist it. I just store it in my drawer because that's what I like. But that's an option, and it does come with the screws to mount it. Okay. Oops. There we go. So then we're going to take our jar of sauce. Okay, remember this is a dump and go pasta dish. Super simple. Pound of meat, whatever kind of meat you want. I do Italian sausage. Pound of pasta. Cream cheese in the middle. Take your jar sauce. Pour it all in there. Again, dump and go recipe, so you can go do something else. Hey, Susie. All right, let's see. Then, now the original recipe on the Pampered Chef website calls for 4 cups. I'm going to use this whole 32 ounces. Is 4 cups 32 ounces? No, I'm having a blonde moment, guys. I'm not remembering. Oh my gosh. Anyway, so I do a whole box. Put some of your beef broth in here. So I do beef broth for a richer flavor. Put your beef broth in there. Shake it around so you get all the sauce, right? Plus it cleans your jar out. And then we're going to pour that in. Save your liquid for the end. Okay, guys? Don't do the liquid first and then dump everything in. You'll have a mess. You'll splash it everywhere. Okay? All right. And then we're going to pour the rest in. Now, depending on my mood, I add different seasonings, okay? Sometimes it's garlic, sometimes it's black garlic, which I'm out of right now. I need to put a supply order in. All right, so I've got that. Sometimes I put onion in, sometimes I put 3 onion in, sometimes I put Italian seasoning. Okay, so today we're gonna do some garlic. Yes, I take the lid off. Did you know that the lid holds a tablespoon? So if you want to measure, you certainly can. Yes, it's garlic. Maybe it's too much for you, but that's okay. I like seasoning. Flavor's good, you know? All right, I feel like we need something in here besides this though. So let's go to our magic cupboard and find something. Let's see here. Okay, let's see. We don't want that. Crushed peppercorn, no. Where's my, oh, there's my 3 onion. We'll do that. I've got some of that left. Oh boy, I have to order that too. Let's see. Oh, Italian seasoning is what I was looking for. Did I go past it already? Am I, oh, there it is. I was gonna say, am I out of this too? Oh my goodness. All right. All right, so going into my little seasoning cupboard is kind of fun for me because I'm like, if I'm not sure if I want to put something in it, guess what I do? I open it and I smell it. And I'm like, yeah, okay, I'm in the mood for that. So 3 onion, put some of that in here. Don't skimp on your seasonings, guys, okay? Sometimes I think we don't put enough seasoning. It doesn't mean, oh my gosh, I'm gonna knock that over. It doesn't necessarily mean salt, but you can do Italian seasoning. All of these seasonings are gluten-free. I always like to give them a good shake. I don't know why. Yeah, oh yeah, we definitely want some of that in here. Okay, look pretty good. Now we're gonna stir it all in. So I'm gonna excuse my mix and chop. We're just gonna kind of stir it in like this. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. And then we're gonna bake this, like I said, 45, 50 minutes or so at 350. And then you can take it out and be done, as long as your pasta is cooked. Check your noodles, of course. But if you wanna be all fancy, you can grate some cheese and put some cheese on the top and then bake it like uncovered for another like 5-10 minutes till the cheese melts, and that's really good. So hang on, let me get my cover here. So this is also stoneware, okay, stoneware. It's a stoneware baking tray that is also a lid for this 9x13 pan. So anyway, if you want, you can put some breadsticks on here and bake them at the same time as your pasta bake. So easy peasy, super simple, delicious every time. If you change up your seasonings a little bit, you can kind of change the flavor profile. But this has got to be one of our favorite recipes that we've come across on the Pampered Chef website. And it makes a lot, which I like because I have 2 teenagers. And sometimes I get tired of cooking something new for every single meal because I'm like, do I really have to cook again? So super simple. Are you ready? 1 pound of beef. 1 jar of pasta sauce. 1 container of broth, whatever broth you like, and then 1 block of cream cheese, and then seasonings. And I used 3 seasonings today, 3 onion, garlic, and Italian. That's it, guys. Super simple. Anybody can make this. So I'm gonna throw this in the oven, and then I'm gonna go do something else. And there we are. That is gonna be dinner. It's also gonna be my lunch for tomorrow and Tuesday and possibly Wednesday for work. So I've gotten a bunch of meals covered, and it's delicious, and it's a fan favorite in our house. So I hope you have a great day. If you have questions and want any info about the stuff that you saw, you can send me a message. You know how that works. See you later. Bye.